In June 1972, a woman appeared in Cedars-Sinai Hospital in nothing but a white, blood-covered gown. Now this in itself should not be too surprising, as people often have accidents nearby and come to the nearest hospital for medical attention. But there were two things that caused people who saw her to vomit and flee in terror. The first being that she wasn't exactly human. She resembled something close to a mannequin, but had the dexterity and fluidity of a normal human being. Her face was as flawless as a mannequin's, devoid of eyebrows and smeared-in makeup. There was a kitten clamped in her jaws, so unnaturally tight that no teeth could be seen, and the blood was still squirting out over her gown and onto the floor. She then pulled it out of her mouth, tossed it aside, and collapsed. From the moment she stepped through the entrance to when she was taken to a hospital room and cleaned up before being prepped for sedation, she was completely calm, expressionless, motionless. The doctors thought it best to restrain her until the authorities could arrive, and she did not protest. They were unable to get any kind of response from her, and most staff members felt too uncomfortable to look directly at her for more than a few seconds. But the second the staff tried to sedate her, she fought back with extreme force. 2 members of staff had to hold her down as her body rose up from the bed with the same blank expression. She turned her emotionless eyes towards the male doctor and did something unusual. She smiled. As she did, the female doctor screamed and let go out of shock. In the woman's mouth were not human teeth, but long, sharp spikes, too long for her mouth to close fully without causing any damage. The male doctor stared back at her for a moment before asking, "What in the hell are you?" She cracked her neck down to her shoulder to observe him, still smiling. There was a long pause. The security had been alerted and could be heard coming down the hallway. As he heard them approach, she darted forward, sinking her teeth into the front of his throat, ripping out his jugular and letting him fall to the floor, gasping for air as he choked on his own blood. She stood up and leaned over him, her face coming dangerously close to his as the life faded from his eyes. She leaned closer and whispered in his ear, "I am God." The doctor's eyes filled with fear as he watched her calmly walk away to greet the security men. His last ever sight would be watching her feast on them one by one. The female doctor, who survived the incident, named her the Expressionless. There was never a sighting of her again.
Hello, my lovelies. Before you click away from the outro, I have some things that I want to talk about. Because I know people tend to just, the outro happens and you click away and all that stuff. But I have things I want to tell you that I think you'll enjoy. First off, hello to all of the new lovelies that have popped in, who've come from various places around the internet. Hi, my name is Melissa. It's going to be a fun adventure. I still kind of have a scratchy throat, but I did manage to record a couple of things today. I did I don't know, I actually only managed to get one recording done. If anybody recognizes this phone number, then you know what I recorded. And then I also recorded something for 40K Theories. Cause yeah, I also do other work. Where was I going with this? Announcement! Yes! So at the end of this month, I'm going to be recording a flip through of the sketchbook. We're just going to go through the entirety of the book. I'm going to go page by page and describe like what I'm doing and what all I'm drawing and what all was going through my head. Things that I want to improve, stuff like that. But if you decide to become a patron, my Patreon, and this is the thing, so long as you become a patron during this month, during the month of October, so you have the entire month of October to decide whether or not you want to be my patron. But by November 1st, you need to be my patron to have access to an exclusive long-form version of the flip-through video where I go into detail about how I made this sketchbook out of a mac and cheese box. Because that's what I did. And also just like, you know, how I marbled the paper and kind of longer versions of the sketch descriptions, and I go more in depth and like technique and stuff like that. So far, all of the footage I've collected, I'm guessing it's going to be about a 30 to 40 minute video. Just that one. The one that I'm going to be posting to YouTube for everybody is going to be closer to like 15 minutes. So it's going to be about twice the length, if not longer. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. If you want to become one of my patrons and join this group of people right here who are already patrons, I have links down in the description below that have my affiliate links that links you to all sorts of stuff like the type of camera that I use and the lights that I use and all that cool stuff. And purchasing things from those links actually helps me financially. So if you don't want to become a patron but you want to support me in another way, that is something you can do, and you also get cool product out of it. It's great. I basically get commission off of it, and it's super cool and super awesome, and it's great. And this is how the YouTuber do. But yeah, you can literally pledge as little as $1. Like, just $1 a month. And you'll get access to this video. You'll also get access to a bunch of drawings, and tutorials and cool stuff. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome. Anyway. Pardon. What was I saying? I'm still tired. I'm on my like 3rd Red Bull today. And I can't keep my brain straight. I am horribly unmedicated right now. So I am manic. I am currently in that I can conquer the world mode. But I have to keep myself grounded. But I also can't retain a thought to save my life. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. I think that's all I meant to say. Anyway, I love you guys. Mwah!